Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my top 5 Star Wars games. Obviously this list is my list, it's only games that I've played, so things like Knights of the Old Republic won't be in there because I haven't played it all the way through. It's something I've always wanted to do, I've never actually got the chance to do. So this is my list of top 5 Star Wars games. In at number 5 is Episode 1 Racer. Now this is the pod racing game that he had out on the PlayStation and I think the N64 as well. It was a game I loved through my childhood. It was a toss-up between this and Episode 1 The Phantom Menace game, but I picked this because I felt like I was on it a lot more because it was just a lot more fun. Look, it was different obviously because it wasn't following the film necessarily, it was just a small section of the film and there was loads of different planets that you would race on, and it was good. It was just like a racing game but obviously with pod racers, and it was always good fun to play. I really enjoyed this. It always touches back to my childhood whenever I think of this game. Awesome game. In at number 4 is Rogue Squadron. This was on the N64 as well. I also think it was on PlayStation also. Again, another awesome game that I remember from my childhood. It was just good being able to do all these campaigns using the X-Wing, using the Y-Wing, the Snow Speeder, the A-Wing, the B-Wing even. And it was really good because they all had their own separate things to do obviously in each world, and it was really just a good, fun, solid game. The story was really awesome. I think as far as I remember, it's followed the story from after Episode 4, before Empire Strikes Back. It was all the bit in the middle and everything, as Luke was building himself up as a pilot, as a person, and it was that all the campaign was obviously to do with all of the missions, like bombing and TIE fighter attacks, all this kind of stuff. It was good. It was really good fun. I enjoyed the game so much. I mean, it's probably a little bit dated now considering what we've got since, but again, it felt good whenever I played it because it was a childhood game. Awesome game. In at number 3 is Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Now this game was awesome. They originally had it separate. They had the prequel in a game and then they had the original trilogy in a game, and eventually they put it together and made one game altogether. It was awesome. It went throughout all 6 films in Lego form. We all know that the Lego games are really awesome, and the Star Wars one was one of the first big proper Lego games, and it was epic. It was so much fun playing with all these different characters, so many different characters you could play as, and going through that the entire film with a little bit of comedy sprinkled on, as Lego always loves to do, and it was just good fun. I captured the film so well, but I know it was meant for kids, but I think as an adult you get a lot of fun out of it. The co-op system, the drop-in drop-out co-op was always good fun. All the stuff that you collect, all the money you can collect to buy more characters, to buy more like tricks and tips and everything. There was so much to do. It wasn't just the storyline, it was all the extra stuff on the side missions and side quests and bits and bobs you could collect that made it even more epic. It was an awesome game and I recommend it to anyone. And number 2 is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Now a lot of people have been mixed reviews about this game, but for me it was awesome. It had been a long time since I played a Star Wars game, and then this came out and it was epic. For the first time ever you were taking on the persona of a bad guy, although he eventually turned to the side of good, but it was awesome. You played Starkiller, you were Vader's secret apprentice, you start as a bad guy but you end up turning to the good side, and you were the one that basically started the rebellion. It's between Episode 3 and Episode 4, building up and everything. It is an epic game. The abilities for your force, your lightning, your push, using your lightsaber techniques, it just encapsulated being a Jedi or being a Sith. It was an epic game. The worlds we went to were awesome, the storylines were brilliant, the way they interconnected it in with the story was just mind-blowing. I mean, I know it wasn't an open world game because I'm a massive fan of open world games. It's more of a platform game, but it was one of those platform games that was just incredible. It just really good fun. The thing I liked about the end as well is that you get choice. You get 2 choices. You either attack Vader, kill him, and then you end up taking his place as like a what-if scenario and become a Sith, or you can destroy the Emperor, save your friends, and then you die and save everybody and they all get away, and obviously that moves on into the films. In at number 1 is one of the most classic games I've ever played. It never gets boring, it never gets tedious, and that is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yes, it's based off the Battlefield games, but when you combine that with the love of Star Wars, it just makes it 10 times more epic. It was awesome. The campaign was brilliant when you're playing as the 501st, right from the start of the Clone Wars, right up until the end of, I think, Empire Strikes Back, start Return of the Jedi, around that area. The campaign, the way that went forward was brilliant. It went through the story really well. The co-op games with your friends and everything, taking on command posts, you could be Jedi, you could be Sith if you killed enough people, all the lands that you could go on, the space battles, all the stuff you could do in this game was absolutely incredible, and this is one of the reasons I'm so looking forward to the next Battlefront game, because it looks like it's going to be that, but 10 times better with like graphics and story and everything. I think this game just, for me, was just one of my best time when I was a teenager growing up. Me and my brother would spend hours on this game, playing through the campaign, playing all the online, well not online stuff, but the multiplayer stuff. It was brilliant. It encapsulated Star Wars so damn well that it never got boring, and to this day it never gets boring. We always still, me and my friends still play this game today. It's that good. It's just epic. So that was my list of top 5 Star Wars games. Let me know what your favourite Star Wars games. Let me know in the comments down below, or send me an email. You can also find me on the various social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Also, you can find me on moviepilot.com as well. I'm also part of that now. Just type in Nerd Bites on there and you'll find me, as well as anywhere else. You'll find me anywhere if you type in Nerd Bites. And of course, keep it nerdy.